Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is Pedagogy of Social Sciences, with the topic School Curriculum and Resources in Social Sciences. In the previous class, we have discussed about the National Focus Group recommendations, what they have given recommendations to social sciences. We were discussing how they have given the introduction, what were the views related to teaching of social sciences we have discussed. Now let's discuss the continuation of the topic, that is planning the curriculum. At different stages they have given some suggestions and they have given their viewpoints in the discussion. Let's understand from the first, that is beginning at the primary stage. At the primary stage, the natural and social environment should be taught as an integral part of language and mathematics with the gender sensitivity. Children should be engaged in activities that would help them in promoting an understanding about the natural and social environment. Obviously, how should be the curriculum? It should be helpful for the students in the future. They should understand the natural and social environment. Obviously, it should be taught as an integral part. They should understand the sensitivity of each and every subject, not concentrating on one subject. In the beginning, only the maths and the languages were taught to the students at the primary stage. Understanding at this level should be based on observation and illustration rather than abstractions. Obviously, the feelings, abstractions means the feelings. It should not be given so much importance, because at this stage they will not understand the abstract things. They will understand the concrete things through observation and touch, feel, not feel. They will understand through viewing. Then illustrations need to be drawn from the physical, biological, social and cultural aspects of life. It is important for the child to develop the skill of observation, identification and classification. Obviously, at the primary stage, the children will not have the power of abstract thinking, the feeling. They will understand through observation and identifying the things and differentiating and classification of the things, differentiation. For classes 3rd to 5th, the subject environment studies will be introduced. A child may be initiated to locate and comprehend the relationships between the natural and social environment, and introduced to analogies between natural diversity and social cultural diversity. Obviously, till 2nd class, they will have only languages and numbers, that is maths. From 3rd class to 5th class, environmental studies, that is both science and social studies are included in one discipline. It will be taught so that they will understand the relationships between natural and social environment. That is to say, social science teaching based on observation and experience can create a cognitive capacity within the child, that is thinking power it will bring in them. It is this aspect of social science teaching that is so frequently missing in our curriculum. Now let's understand at the upper primary stage, the subject area of social science drawing its content from history, geography, political science and economics will be introduced. From 6th class onwards, it will be introduced to them, these different disciplines in social sciences. Simultaneously, the child may be introduced to contemporary issues and problems. Contemporary issues may be looked at from multiple perspectives, introducing the child to social and economic problems of society. Obviously, slowly they will have little bit maturity to understand what are the different social issues prevailing in the society, how to deal with them. Emphasis needs to be given to issues like poverty, illiteracy, child and bonded labor, class, caste, gender and environment. When till 5th class they will not understand these sensitive areas, but from 6th class onwards the mind will start understanding the different things in the or the issues in the society, like poverty, why this poorness appears in the society, why people are not literate, what is bonded labor, child labor, and about the classes, different classes, middle class, lower class, upper class. Then castes they will understand, because our country is a diverse country, about gender sensitive issues, about girls and boys, and the environment related issues, why global warming happens, why water conservation is important, pollution should not be there. All these things are discussed. Geography and economics may together help in developing a proper perspective related to the issue concerning environment, resources and development at different levels from local to global, obviously. Similarly, Indian history will be taught emphasizing the concepts of plurality and change, how our country has evolved, how changes had happened in the ancient period, medieval period, modern period, everything, all those things are discussed from class 6th onwards. The child will be introduced to the formation and functioning of governments at the local, state and central level at the democratic process of participation. Obviously, they should understand what is our government, what are the levels of the government, how government works. Otherwise, all the questions arises in their mind which should be answered. Now, at the secondary stage, social sciences comprise elements of history, geography, political science and economics. The main focus will be on contemporary India, and the learner will be initiated into a deeper understanding of the social and economic challenges facing the nation. Obviously, what are the different things happens in our country at the secondary level, maturity will be more than the upper primary level. So they will understand the political issues, what are the things happening, challenges, economic challenges, what our country is facing, they should understand. In keeping with the epistemic shift proposed, contemporary India will be discussed from the perspectives of the Adivasi, Dalit and other disenfranchised population, and effort should be to relate the content much as possible to the children's everyday lives. Obviously, what types of people are living in our country, we should respect them, we should not leave behind, we should take them also with ourselves. And also everyday life, the whatever they are learning, it should relate to the everyday life situations. India's freedom struggle and the contributions of various sections or regions shall be studied. India's nationalist movement and its developments as an independent nation will be taught in the context of developments in the modern world. Issues relating to geography should be taught, keeping in mind the need to inculcate in the child a critical appreciation for conservation and environmental concerns. That is very important. Already I have discussed about this point. The children should understand how to conserve water and what are the environmental issues which are very sensitive to be dealt with. In political science, the focus should be on discussing the philosophical foundation that underlie the value framework of the Indian Constitution, an in-depth discussion of equality, liberty, justice, fraternity, dignity, plurality and freedom from exploitation. As the disciplinary area of economics is being introduced to the child at this level, it is important that the topic discussed are from the perspective of the masses. Obviously, we should not focus always on the richest classes. It should come from the masses. It should be discussed. They should understand what is our constitution, what is our preamble, what is written in our preamble, what are the terms which are very important. They should understand the meaning of it so that they can imply all these things in their future. For example, poverty and unemployment may be derived from an understanding of the functioning of economic institutions and the inequalities sustained by economic relations. They should understand all the sensitive issues. Now, at the higher secondary stage, is considered important as it offers diverse choice of streams to the students according to their need, interest and aptitudes. Obviously, when they pass out 10th class, they should understand which stream they are interested in, science, arts, mathematics, whichever. It will come at this stage. For some of the subjects, this stage may be the end of their formal education leading to the world of work. For others, a foundation for higher education. Obviously, till 12th class, some people can afford to have the studies. Some may end up with that only. Some start further education. This is for both. After secondary education, higher secondary education, some people might start working after 12th class. Maybe they cannot support this education. So according to the levels of the students, conditions of the students, the thing should be there. The foundation laid at this stage should be able to equip them with basic knowledge, skill and attitude to make meaningful contribution in any field they choose. Obviously, till 12th class, the foundation should be such that the basic things, they should be equipped with the basic knowledge and skills and attitudes required to survive in the life. A variety of courses from social sciences and commerce may be offered to students, and they may exercise their choice keeping in view their inclinations and preferences. Subjects and courses need not be grouped into separate streams, but students may be given the choice of subjects or courses from any group according to their needs, interests and aptitudes. Obviously, the choice should be given to the students to choose which subjects they want to learn in higher secondary stage. At this stage, social sciences may be include disciplines like political science, geography, history, economics, sociology and psychology. Commerce may include business studies and accountancy. Now, what are the approaches to teaching and pedagogy and resources they have discussed in the focus group? Let's understand. Social science teaching needs to be revitalized towards helping the learner acquire knowledge and skills in an interactive environment. Obviously, they should interact among themselves. The teaching of social sciences must adopt methods that promote creative aesthetics. That means understanding the natural beauties and critical perspectives, and enable children to draw relationships between past and present to understand changes taking place in society. And problem solving, dramatization and role play are some hitherto under explored strategies that could be employed. Teaching should utilize greater resources of audio-visual materials, including photographs, charts and maps, and replicas of archaeological and material cultures. Nowadays, all these things are applied. When the teachers are trained, they prepare so many TLMs, teaching learning materials, so that they will understand easily. In order to make the process of learning participative, there is a need to shift from mere imparting of information to debate and discussion. Obviously, in social sciences, debate and discussion is a very important and integral part. The student should participate in these discussions. This approach to learning will keep both the learner and teacher alive to social realities. Obviously, otherwise the subject, they feel that very boring. Concepts should be clarified to the students through the lived experiences of individuals and communities. The people from the community should be welcomed to the school, so that they will give live experiences to inspire and motivate the students. It has often been observed that culture, social and class differences generate their own biases, prejudices and attitudes in classroom context. The approach to teaching therefore needs to be open-minded. They should not judge before itself. They should not have prejudices and biases inclining about one side only. Teachers should discuss different dimensions of social reality in the class and work towards creating increasing self-awareness amongst themselves and in the learners. Obviously, they should be created self-awarenesses. What are we? What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? They should have their own understanding. Now let's conclude the topic. Studying the social sciences is vital for many reasons. It enables children to understand the society in which they live, to learn how society is structured, managed and governed, and also about the forces seeking to transform and redirect society in various ways. Now, to grow up as active, responsible and reflective members of society, to learn to respect differences of opinion, lifestyle and cultural practices, to appreciate the value enshrined in the Indian Constitution such as justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, and the unity and integrity of the nation, and the building of a socialist, secular and democratic society. To question and examine received ideas, institutions and practices. To acquire pleasure in reading by providing them with enjoyable reading material. To undertake activities that will help them develop social and life skills and make them understand that these skills are important for social interaction. So we come to the end of this class. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.